Who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armed sword? Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. Then he broke the jar on purpose to leave behind a clue. And McLana believed her sister did it. Breakdown. Oh wait, remember what you admitted to only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. Oh my god. Jesus. It's finished. Hold it. Oh, maybe not. Objection! Who's this? Lana? Oh, it's Oh my god, look at him. That was close, Righto. You almost had me. Oh my god. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see that piece of cloth? It's illegal evidence. Oh my god. This guy's just all over the place. Order, order. What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, OG. Earlier, old Righto here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Righto? You do have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Did you actually think you could best me in court? I think we have. Oh no, he's changed. Looks like the last laugh's on you, son. Whew! This trial's all over the place. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? Pardon me. True, illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did not. Certainly. I refused to present evidence at one point. So the evidence is illegal. Oh! No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Huh? It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, OG, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't let him. Ooh. There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. You got it. Oh wait, where is it? Oops, not that. There we go, evidence law. Poof. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth and nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself, inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial. And here is the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No, he's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Kent. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the Chief of Police, personally approved this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Kent. The killer was you. Break down! Oh. Oh dear. What the fuck? Oh, my eyes, it hurts. Wow. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Yet your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room, then all of a sudden he had to speak out. Oh. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. And that's when he killed him. He told me to open up the evidence room and take it out. It's not too late. I'll hand this to Marshall. Well, to be honest, I was a little panicked too. I had a bad feeling about it, but never knew it would come to this. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. Oh, is that what he killed him with? What the fuck? I couldn't just pull it out. You would only increase the amount of blood, and you couldn't finish what you started. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I was wiping it up. I was worrying so much about the flaw, I didn't realise my mistake. Detective Gumshoes? Bloody handprint. I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. And you put the body in my car? I'm sorry, we couldn't think of any other way to move the body. We broke the trunk, but what's the big deal? You pull down a lot more than us detectives. What a dick. What does this have to do with anything? You're horrible. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I feel bad for having to do it. Couldn't sit around and pick and choose what to take. Well, you left the jar fragments and gloves. Yeah, it looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. Oof. They all did their best to get in my way. You've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy. What are you doing in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Okay. Oh my god. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be, long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, gee. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. Alright, Otto, good night. Thanks for stopping by. For so long. Ah, did it. Whew, there's only a little bit left, and then the game is done. You see, if I listen carefully, I can hear it right now. The sound of a new beginning. Oh my god. That is one hell of a case. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. And that I've done all that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Oh wow, she smiled! I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Ha! Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it. I only did my job. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the Chief blackmailed you, the fact that is, you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Wow. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. I agree, regarding the charge of murder. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. Fuckers. Oh my god. That is all, the court is adjourned. My throat really fucking hurts though. I've been talking for 4 hours straight, nearly. At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. You've done well. Is it the fact seeing her smiling? You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Fuck's sake. Guess I am. Come back later. This has happened 3 fucking times, this case. Gumshoe, what is it? He's gonna be angry again. Got it. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around while on duty? Just top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. And again, he says the same thing. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh. Are you here because of my sister again? Nope. Not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Her sister? Hey! Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day 2 years ago? Did she actually think her sister did it? It was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. And lo and behold, it happened anyway. Sis. I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. Ugh. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis. I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis. I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Hey! It's nice to see her smiling. Aww, look at them. They're so happy. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our path. Once we've found our path, we can move on from our past mistakes towards a brighter future. Wise words. At least, that's what I felt, looking at those two sisters make up. She gonna smile again? Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe? Me? Thank you both, for all you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. He looks so pissed. Where was he hiding? I just came to say, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right, well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't change my own mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals, I can feel it. You and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. If you want to take them on alone, you'll figure out what's needed. Ugh. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. It's scary, but I've been thinking the same thing for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said, in order to fight crime alone, one needs a weapon. That may be right, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. The list! Where is it? The list! That's the picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the investigation evidence list, and I had the other. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. But together, That didn't just happen by chance, Edgeworth. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. I was hoping we'd get to see him smile. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember. What happened in this trial can either make or break you as a prosecutor. In the end, it's up to you. I know. Seems I owe you my thanks, too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. There he goes. Whoosh. I'd better be getting back too. Okay, I'll come visit you. It seems we both still have a lot to learn. Here. This is a little something for you. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, it might be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill. Huh? What, you think I could afford that with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream? Since we're all here, why don't we all go together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Objection. I want to... Do I have to yell it? Objection. Blah. Man, I want to scream. I actually have to yell it, I think. Objection. There it is. Awesome. That's actually quite a cool way of getting the credits up. Can I put powder down? I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. She's a coroner. And as for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days as a prosecutor. Or at the prosecutor's office. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Then I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. That's incredible! It shows their picture, their portrait. That's amazing. Planning, Takeshi Yamazaki? Design, Kazuya Nuri. Yeah, these credits are completely different to, like, the regular. You actually thought I was a goner for a moment there. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yeah, that's what they said. Just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily. Wow, they are so cool. No, these separate credits are literally just the people that worked on the DS case. And to be fair, the DS case alone, 8 fucking hours. It might have been longer for me, but an 8-hour case, that's as long as most games. And that was just for one case. It's ridiculous. Incredible, but ridiculous. Who's next? Oh my god, Meekins. My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of something. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them though. Oh my god, look at him. Someday I'm going to be a detective. Yes sir. Then I can be just like that Dick Gumshoe. I like this pictures thing. Like, that's a really cool feature. Normally I wouldn't sit through the credits of games, but this actually has something to it. It's like, it's got people that talk. It's got really cool graphic pictures. It's got really cool pictures. And I like it. Who's here? Marshall? Oh. Okay, we have the fucking blue badger. It's not gonna say anything though, is it? Hey! Wow, that looks pretty cool. Blue badger. Oh no, it died. No! Balls. Marshall! What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Star managed to sneak this in for me. She seems... Okay, whatever. She's seen one of those guards? Even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Oh man, his portrait's pretty badass. Who else is gonna be? There'll be the Cough-Up Queen. Emma Sky. There we go. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The right way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Yeah, start with the sweet stuff, end with the bitter. Delish. So it's been 4 hours. This would equate to about 3 sessions, so yeah, or 2 2-hour ones. Whatever. I was dedicated to finishing the game, so fuck it. My voice is gonna kill me, or really not gonna be happy with me tomorrow though. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Oh. Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better be, huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go. Oh wow, the judges is pretty cool. We're gonna have Edgeworth. Edgeworth is the only one that remains, I think. There's also Emma. So Emma might be next, actually, and then Edgeworth. Who is it? Maya, of course. We'll have Mia as well. Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Sometimes I do miss hearing Nick and his objections. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Oh wow. Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Her portrait's pretty badass too. Well, see you around, Nick. Right, so Mia next, even though she's dead. Guess we'll find out. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Kentaro Ohira. Edgeworth! My boy! Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, it's the bellboy! Shit, Mr. Edgeworth. I brought you your tea. Hey, there's Edgeworth. Look at him. What's going on? Yeah, you don't get that much time with Edgeworth, sadly. Tatsuya Minami. God damn. There's Emma. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Oh man, look at hers. That one's also really cool. Oh, hang on. Is there a picture? There's a picture. Is it a picture? It's a picture! Oh man. That's sweet. They look so happy. Is that what it's going to end on? Is that it? Capcom! Very nice. This was incredible. Absolutely fucking incredible. Easily one of my top 5 games ever. It's so good. I don't know, the game's just incredibly captivating. The story's great, the characters are incredible, like incredibly well written, quirky as all balls. The cases were awesome. My favourite case is obviously Turnabout Goodbyes. Turnabout Goodbyes was good, and Rise from the Ashes was really cool. Like, I really liked unraveling all the mysteries of that. However, that's the end of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hot damn, what a journey this has been. The game's a lot fucking longer than I thought it would be. It's like 80... How many parts? 80... I'm just gonna check my Excel spreadsheet. Oh no, 92 parts. 92 parts. Damn. For a game that's a lot of text. Either way, whatever. That is going to be the end of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this adventure. And until next time, take care.